I'd say it's impossible to imagine a place without the harbor. I mean, it's, in my mind, the center of what is actually the city. There's something neat about being able to connect with the harbor on a daily basis and to cross it. You know, I mean, I think that's one of the things that we have that's really special that makes our city unique in the context of Canada in many respects is you know, people who live in Dartmouth or Halifax and have to cross to go to work every day, get on the ferry. I love the 12 minutes I get to myself on the ferry. I've grown up around harbors my whole life, from Lunenburg to Halifax. I've never necessarily thought about my connection to it or even to the natural world. But the older I get, I think the more I realize that, like, the natural world and the things that we take for granted are, some of them are being eroded or are changing in dramatic ways where our kids' use of it may be very different than what ours was. One of my earliest memories of a harbor was, don't go play by the harbor, you'll get pink eye. Straight pipes directly into the harbor. I remember it. I mean, I remember standing there, seeing them and being grossed out. My hope for Halifax Harbour and just in general for the environment is that we kind of hold on to our access to it and the idea that it is something to be shared, not owned. There's still this connection to the old world, and you feel this tether to the past when you engage things like the harbor that everybody experiences, and when you actually get out and you sit by the water and you just have a conversation like we're having right now, it's a totally different experience. There's something about living by the ocean that informs the sense of who you are. I don't know if I can describe it any better than that.
Down on the rail. Leaving's just another way to say the things we never say. Walking in the autumn leaves, let's get lost in record sleeves. Sun goes down upon the bay, looking for somewhere to play. I came here to bring the noise to the island girls and the harbor boys, to the island girls and the harbor boys. Racing to the finish line, we've been running, we've been flying faster as the years roll by. Clouds are scrolling across our sky. If we get held by higher powers, it's only in the final hours. After that we'll get some rest, but until then let's make a mess. The sun goes down upon the bay, looking for somewhere to play. I came here to bring the noise to the island girls and the harbor boys, to the island girls and the harbor boys. Summer night, let me rage against the dying light. Before the by and by, I stand beneath a devastating sky above me, high above. I lose myself in everything I love. Before the night is through, my friends, I sing it now for you. Sun goes down upon the bay, looking for somewhere to play. I came here to bring the noise to the island girls and the harbor boys, to the island girls and the harbor boys.